Okay, I'm going to do this again. This is about attitude. Okay, everybody. You've heard the phrase, the cliche or slogan, attitude is everything. Yes, it is a lot of things when it comes to emotional intelligence, for sure. Of course, most people don't know what emotional intelligence is. They have not been exposed to it, and I wouldn't condemn you for that. I've had a lot of training in this area, so I do know what it is. And first of all, apologies for the previous rant on attitude and how it was rejected by YouTube. So I'm going to title this video completely differently. However, it is about attitude. So we can reframe and restructure our attitude anytime we want. For instance, I'm going to go from my negative, critical attitude at YouTube and Google to a positive attitude and reframe that's good because I didn't really like some of the video anyway. So now I can do a better one. So we can start with our attitude by programming our subconscious mind before we go to bed. So if we put that indefatigable, unflappable, positive attitude, which takes into account all the negatives as well, because I see so much on the net about you have to be positive all the time. It's kind of humanly not possible to act and think and feel positively all the time. The human condition, and we really owe it to ourselves not to ignore human nature, is dependent on assessing, weighing, and critiquing our negative and positive aspects, because in that we get a balance, which makes us the persons that we are and allows us to choose a better outcome. Now, the other thing about outcome isn't everything. Outcome is great because we get an opportunity in directing ourselves toward a specific outcome to pick up the artifacts, the boons and benefits along the way. It's a beautiful situation. So, in knowing this and restructuring attitude, remember, we can restructure our attitude anytime we want. So I'm going to use a couple of NLP techniques that I've bastardized. Apologies to Bandler, Grinder, Dilts, and my mentors, Mr. Pritchard, and, of course, one of my favorites, Bert Lindsay. Of course, Bert and DJ were instrumental in my training in this area, and while I haven't retained everything, I can apply some of these techniques and bastardize them for my purposes. So let's go inside ourselves, and let's find that happy attitude that doesn't give up, that happy attitude that only surrenders when it's necessary to do so to move towards a better set of outcomes on our journey in life. So let's go there right now and let's paint that up. Now, for you, it could be a movie. For me, it could be a picture of myself. So let's go there and let's entertain that great attitude that got us a lot of results and a lot of success that we were looking for. And some things that were excellent boons to us that we hadn't imagined. So let's go there right now and feel it. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you hear maybe the way you were talking, the way your body was feeling? Everybody has a little bit different mix of these submodalities, as they're called. So let's go there and let's pick that particular state out. And now that we're there, let's take it on. So for me, it's going to be that picture of my smiling face, which even in the face of defeat smells of victory around the corner or up the road, and some very, very positive spots along the way, despite the negatives that occur. So let's go there. Okay. Now I want you to imagine a control panel in front of you. This control panel has an intensity control on it, which is like a dial. So we can turn it up, we can reduce it, It's excellent. So let's go there right now. Okay. Okay. Now let's turn up that positive attitude. Let's turn up that attitude that even in defeat feels victory. Because there are victorious moments in every defeated attitude. Let's go there right now. Yeah. Okay, let's turn that up. Okay, does that feel good? Yeah, bask in it. Now turn it up again. Great. Now let's double that. Yeah, great. Okay, let's bask in it again. Now let's turn it all the way back down and listen to that background noise. What the heck? That's a background noise that's in our heads all the time anyway, right? Okay, yeah. And, remember that bananas sometimes go on sale. Okay, now let's go back to our control panel and let's turn that attitude up again to where it was. Let's turn it all the way back down to where it was before. Now let's turn it up again and let's triple it. Okay, now let's quadruple it. Now let's quadruple that. Yeah, great. And now as it's reaching the peak, anchor it. Now you can do that by touching yourself. You can do that by remembering a picture of yourself. There's a lot of ways to anchor it, so let's do that. Okay. Right before it peaks. Okay, let's turn it up. Now it's starting to peak. Okay, anchored. I anchored mine with a smile. How about you? Okay. Now, TV is full of a lot of junk. There's a lot of junk on the media. There's a lot of charlatans and falsehoods and things like that. And actually, some of them have some things that we can recruit for our own purposes, so we don't have to dismiss them. Okay, now let's go back to our control panel. And let's take that attitude, dial it all the way back to 0. Okay, now let's turn it up all the way again and let's quadruple it. Let's quadruple it again. Let's quadruple it again. And now as it's reaching its peak, set that anchor. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our anchor set and we can recall this attitude anytime we need it. So remember, we can always start our day over again by doing this. Yeah, does that feel good? It sure does to me. Anyway, oh man, I am in it now and I am ready for my day and whatever it brings. So, remember the love that people have shown you, show that love back to them, and love yourself the same way, and have a great day.